What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley. I am David Rogers, here with a new guest, I guess we'll say, on the show. My buddy, announcer out at Florence Motor Speedway, old racer himself. Now he's doing all kind of stuff. My buddy Brandon Elvis. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? Just coming to hang out with you for a little bit here, see what we can stir up here.
We can always stir up something. I like that hat, man. I like that hat. I mean, it was a tough one this past weekend, but I like that hat.
Yeah, man. It's tough to wear it right now, but maybe old Beamer can get him turned around.
Well, the only thing I can say is at least everybody else around here had a bad week too.
Yeah, I seen in the polls. I mean, granted, we're not a top 25 team right now at all, but right. We dropped from 11th to unranked. I don't think I've ever even seen that before in the polls. So,
no.
Maybe where we're supposed to be now, we can be the underdog.
Well, that's normally what happens with us. I mean, it's like we got to start at the bottom, or we got to get to the bottom. We might be up high, then we got to go to the bottom before we can come back up. It's every year.
Oh yeah,
every year.
Oh yeah. The preseason rankings scared me because I'm like, man, we're way overrated right now. We're not good up there.
Nah, we need some O-line help big time, and our defense is I think our offense is wearing our defense out in the last game. So
yeah.
So anyway, real quick, we got a big show coming up. We only got a couple minutes before we get into it here. We got a lot of one of the reasons I asked Brandon to come on here with me today, being announcing at Florence Motor Speedway as he has this year. We got a few of the track champions coming on since we had championship night over at Florence Motor Speedway this past weekend. And so we'll be getting into that here soon. But first of all, man, tell everybody a little bit about you and how you came to be announcing over at Florence Motor Speedway.
Well, as many of you, a lot of people knew that I grew up racing at Myrtle Beach. Over the years, I always had a good friendship with Brian. When Steve came in to take over the general managing the racetrack and everything, I became good friends with him as well. He lives right down the street, essentially, from me, and we'd always hang out, watch football games, go on the boat and stuff. Just always been good friends with them ever since I really met them. I haven't been racing, family. Just we haven't had the time to really dedicate to racing as of late, and kind of got out of it more or less. So I've helped them with the announcing a couple years ago, and never really considered myself like an announcer. I'm not good at talking to myself or anything like that. Like a lot of the guys like Alan Dietz and those guys can do. They're really good at just carrying the broadcast. I don't know. It's something I enjoy talking about racing. It's something about the only thing I can really talk about, racing and football. So, any other than that, I'm kind of awkward and shy, but no, it's something I've taken a liking to. It's not something it's kind of stepping outside of my comfort zone. Not really something I'm used to doing, but I've really enjoyed it here this season.
Well, good deal. Your buddy Justin Coleman up there says Brandon is a goat. So,
that's my iRacing buddy there. We talk all the time.
Yeah, for sure. And that's funny because that's how we got back. Well, I say back connected. Don't know. Me and Brandon years ago. I had to remind him. We raced go-karts at the same time. Not much I don't think really against each other, but we were racing go-karts at the same time back in the day, and those were some fun times.
Yeah, man. Back in the late 90s and the early 2000s, is when I was starting racing, and Dad was taking me to all the big races around here, up and down all over the place, pretty much the Eastern Seaboard. And man, with those were, I still look back at those times as the best times of my life. Don't really remember a lot of the people and stuff like that. It's always kind of shaky. But I see results and stuff from back in the day, and it's like, oh man, I raced against so-and-so, and I raced against so-and-so, and I just had no idea,
That's great, ain't it? All right. Well, we got a lot to get to, like I said, and we got our first one on the line here. We're going to go to the phone to the 2025 Florence Motor Speedway Truck Series champion over there, Willie Granger, or as I affectionately call him, Danger Granger. He loves it.
Yeah, I don't know where that Danger Granger come in, but how y'all doing tonight?
What's up,
Good, man?
I'm doing good, man. Been out here in the shop cleaning everything up.
Time to get it all cleaned up now. You go take on the banner 2025 banner. Now it's time to get it cleaned up, right?
Yeah, now we can stop long enough and work on the shop instead of the car. The trucks, excuse me.
You ain't got long. You got to be back at it for too long.
Yep.
Well, man, I want to give everybody just a few minutes of time on here tonight. Tell us a little bit about your just real quickly. Tell us a little bit about what you thought about your 2025 season.
Man, all in all, it has been a great season. I could probably say one of the best seasons I've had racing since I was probably 17, 18 years old. Kevin Harden and Mary Harden are the people that actually own the truck. And they just pretty much give me the truck and say, go have fun with it. And it was a pleasure to actually get wins for them and overall get the championship for them. And they hadn't had one before.
Well, tell us a little bit about, you kind of made the when did you make the switch to the truck? Was that 24 or was that this year?
No, I run it 3 years before the beach closed up.
Okay.
And
I can attest
last
to
that. Yeah, the last year at the beach, I ended up selling it when beach closed up.
Right.
And went back to all my Charger cars.
Yep.
And went and talked with them for a little bit because tried to help them get their truck faster. And they were letting their son drive it. And he just lost interest and didn't want no more of it. So I ended up with it.
I hear you there. Well, man, more than anything, obviously it takes a total team effort. Who all you got to thank for helping you out on that thing, man?
Like I say, the biggest ones is Kevin and Mary. And my dad, he's been the big supporter of me. Racin and Andrew, they back me with everything I do. So they're a big part of it.
Good deal.
But if it wasn't for the way we all work together, I don't think it would actually worked out this year the way it did.
Good deal.
Yeah, Willie, I've seen, this season, the wins weren't easy for you. Even you've had a pretty good truck all year, but I've seen you take the truck that it probably wasn't handling that good at all, but you just kind of muscled it around and just the cards fell in the right place at the right time, and you were able to get some extra wins there on top of the races that you did go out there and dominate. So it was good to see that. I know right here towards the end of the season probably had a little bit of controversy, so to say, just with some contact stuff. And I know none of the guys, I can say none of the guys in the truck series ever want to race each other too egregiously or aggressive, so usually there's a lot of respect there from everybody, but some of those things happen. You're able to overcome all that, and congratulations, man, on the championship.
Man, I appreciate it. You're right. They didn't come easy there for a while. None of them actually come easy. But I've always been one to drive a truck sideways anyway.
Yeah, we a lot of times we talked about you on the broadcast, how we could see your left hand a lot more than we could see your right hand, coming off the corner.
Yeah, it's I guess you call it a trait of mine.
Well, I'm gonna ask the hard hitting question. I'm just gonna ask straight out: how in the world did you and Brian Doc Hicks manage to find each other so much on the track this year?
Man, you tell me, and we both would know. I like the boy. I love him to death. He's a great guy. But you're right. We would get around each other, and we'd definitely end up tangled up somehow.
Yeah, I think that's all. You can attest that to. Y'all two were pretty much dominant trucks all year. Y'all were the fast guys, and when you're running the same speeds as somebody and you're around them week in and week out, stuff like that will happen, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, I agree. And that's like I tell him every time before we get in the truck and when we get out the truck. Let's go have fun and be safe. And what happens, happens.
That's right. That's right. Well, man, that's cool. Well, we're going to get on because we got a few more guys coming on here tonight that are track champions this year. But, man, we really want to give you a big congratulations. And that was like I said, a hard-fought effort this year. And job well done, buddy.
I appreciate y'all and thank y'all for everything.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, everybody. How's our buddy Willie Granger there? Coming off a championship there. I think he ended up, where'd he end up? Second or third? Saturday night?
He was third Saturday night.
Okay, third. Yeah. Third. So, but that's where that's not where he's been. I mean, it's been first or second most of the year, a couple thirds. And that in my opinion, I think the truck class has probably been the most competitive class at the track. As far as there's not one person that really was dominant in it, and it was a hard fought championship.
Yeah, and there was really about three to four guys, each week. Any one of those four could win a race, and they some started out the season pretty strong, and like Doc, for instance, he started out pretty strong early in the season, and kind of had some miscues and woes throughout the season, and came back strong and won the last one. Clay had a lot of bad luck there, and at the beginning of the season, and then he started getting it together, started really honing in, got a win or two there for himself, and been in contention, the last 4 or 5 races. So that was always good to see. The trucks are near and dear to my heart. We still got one. We're getting it back. We're going to get back racing.
A couple more out there just to talk about. Our buddy Matt Grantham was always on here. He was a newcomer to the trucks this year. Kind of got better and better. Another Adam Fulford. Fulford really came on there towards the end, and it was good to see those guys, getting in the truck series and improving week to week. That's what you want to see, regardless of technically, in finishing positions, but you see those trucks getting faster and faster. It's like, man, this is really going to be a good series, in years to come. And just to let y'all know, I think I've already talked about it on here, but yours truly will also be driving a truck.
Yeah, man, you sent me a couple pictures of that thing the other day.
If you hear anything in the background outside, my dad's out there putting steering rack on it right now, actually. So we were trying to paint it, and we had to send the steering rack off to get rebuilt. And so he's trying to be able to push it around, be able to steer that thing. So we're gonna try our hand at it and join the crowd over there, see if we can be competitive ourselves. We'll see. Yeah,
man. The truck series is tough, man. It's not as far as the competition level. It's not like late model stock racing per se, but there's guys that's been out there doing it for a long time. With Willie and Clay and Adam Fulford's been around for a long time. These guys are tough, and if Cody Kelly ever brings his truck back, that thing, it's dominated out there every year. So they're always tough, and hopefully it was good to see 10 or 11 of them there Saturday night. That's a good sign to come.
That's what I was fixing to say. Cody, whenever, I think pretty much about every truck race he brought it out to, I think he won this year, didn't he? Or close to it.
Yeah, and I don't think he ran much in it this year at all. But anytime that truck's been to the racetrack, it's been first or second. So
I say that's another good one. Just like we just talked about Brian Hicks. He this was kind of his first, I guess we'll say, full season in the truck. He had never. I think he had ran it 400 like a year ago, then ran it 400 last year, and over the winter finally got it together, and decided he wanted to run most of the year, and unfortunately had a couple incidents that took him a little while to get repaired from. That would have been, I feel like, it'd probably even been a tighter championship had he not had a few weeks off.
Yeah, and he's got a really good truck too. That truck, I had that truck in the shop before. It's just a nice piece. My truck is actually the younger brother of that one. Really, truthfully,
I got you.
Built by the same guy out of Tennessee, but it's a good piece, man. Matt had a lot of success in that truck as well. Matt Cox, who owns it, and Brian, he gets confidence is getting better and better and better each time he gets out there. It's fun to see because he'll tell you he hasn't raced anything prior to the truck since early 2000s. 2006, 2007, I think, in that area. So he's come a long way this season. It was cool to see.
Good deal. Well, let's move on real quick. Actually, little Ricky Locklear, as we like to call him, Ricky Locklear Jr., he was supposed to be on here, but he has had some stuff come up, not going to be able to make it on. He just messaged me a minute ago. Well, he may be on later, but I'm not promising. So let's go ahead and talk about why you're on here. He was able to bring home the Charger Championship and the Street Stock Championship. Man, you talk about dominating this year. That was dominating fashion, especially in that Charger car.
Yeah, man, that he's had that car hooked up for quite a while now, and I don't see it changing. I mean, he's got a good piece in that Charger car, but not only that, Ricky knows how to get around that racetrack extremely well. He's really good there, and Dylan. Anytime he goes there, and man, them boys got their ducks in a row for sure, and they dominate. I think he only lost one race this year in the Charger car, so
and that
says a lot.
This past week,
yeah,
that was the last one of the championship. I mean, and he still finished third. And I mean, it's one of them things we're looking at like, wow, little Ricky's off. He finished third.
Yeah, and I even said that when I walked back to him. I said, man, I'm not used to having to walk back this far to talk to you after the race, because you're always on the top step of the podium, but. Cars didn't quite fall his way, Saturday night, but it was nice to see that Jaden get him a win there, and it's good family there. I'm glad to see them get a win.
For sure. And the thing is, and like we just talked about, Little Ricky, dominating fashion there, and congratulations to him again. And I mean, that's insane to do it the way he did. But there's some good cars in that field. There really is.
Yeah.
You got Jake Locklear there.
That's Jake. I called him Jaden. I'm sorry, Jake.
Fine.
Jake Locklear. I'm sorry.
You got Jake Locklear who won. Michael Grooms, super nice piece that he's got there, and he's really figured out this year, I think, and been coming on stronger and stronger with it. I was trying to think. Connor, our normal co-host, Connor Lee, he's got a good piece out there, but he has had the most motor troubles. He went and practiced, I think, Friday, and ended up having some more issues and said it wasn't good enough to race.
Yeah, and we've seen Connor out there quite a few times this year, and he's been up front every single race he's been out there. Just it's bad luck pretty much every time he gets out there.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I was in the field this year. Won't be no more. But I was out there.
Hey, you got a podium this year too, man.
I did. I did have a podium. I got to talk.
Was it because Connor fell out there?
Probably.
I'm just picking, man. I'm just picking.
No, you were right. We had some really good. Let's see. We've actually had some really good runs with the car over at Dillon for whatever reason. We get Florence, and I don't know what it is. I mean, it's probably me more than anything, just trying to figure something out, and we just did not hit on it as much as we needed to. I mean, we ran decent with it a couple times, then we try something, off the wall, and man, we looked bad a couple times. But I guess that's what you got to do every once in a while. Just try something crazy and see what sticks. And so, you know, it is what it is, and we move on from there. I'm trying to think of, let's see, who else is out there in that field at Fireball, Cecil Culverth.
Joshua
Culverth. It's Cecil, my bad. Joshua Culverth. He's
improved a ton this year.
Improved a good bit. So, you know, good to see the class growing. Let's see. You had the old normal, and I hope he comes back a little more. Wayne Lottler, he was out there this past week.
Yeah, and Wayne, you know, he's no stranger to victory lane himself. You know, he when he's on, he's on. I can say that about him for sure.
Yeah, he definitely is. All right, so we talked about the Charger class there that Lil Ricky won. Let's talk a little bit about the street stocks. Lil Ricky also was champion in street stocks this year. Man, congratulations to him regardless. I don't care how you deal with the hand, you play with the hand you're dealt, and he played it the best and won the street stock championship. What is up with street stocks, man? Where they at?
Man, it's hard to say. You know, you see the big races that the street stocks put on, you get a ton of them, and I think a lot of them are from kind of the Midwest area. And that's street stocks in the Southeast just seems like it's not clicking off. I don't know how many like Hickory had this year or not because I haven't really kept up with it, but I don't know, man. Street stocks is just it's almost like it's dying. I don't know if it's because I can't get parts or what the deal is, you know, but people have found other ways to race. You know, I think the Charger class becoming what it is, you know, kind of Charger in some places limited late model, however you want to slice it and dice it, is kind of taken over what that class would have been, you know, in the 90s or whatever. So I like I love seeing the old street stocks out there, you know, but then you got a couple of the guys that run the Thunder and Lightning. I feel like there's a few of them that probably should be running that car as a street stock, in my opinion. But
yes.
But that's a topic for another day, I guess. But I don't know, man. I just don't. Even back in the early 2000s, I ran street stock for a little while, and the best I can remember, there was only ever 4 or 5 out there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, and I love street stocks. That's the thing is I looked at when we were buying a race car. I was like, man, I'd love to have street stock, but they're just, I don't know. The class is just, you know, all over the place as far as car count. So I hope it comes back. I hope we figure out something and get it back to where it needs to be because, man, that's a great class and great class to watch. You know, seeing a few different.
I feel like there's got to be a lot of them out there still, right?
They're somewhere. Just
ain't racing.
Exactly. Just ain't racing. One more real quick before we go to another caller. Mini Stocks, our buddy, the crybaby, Brandon Johnson, brought home his first championship over there, and it was good to see. Man, he was excited.
Yeah, man, he had so many people, you know, in Victory Lane. I couldn't even get down there hardly, you know. They were hooting and hollering. They were having a big old time, man. So it was cool to see. He had some really good battles this season with Kevin there, and it was just he earned it this year. That's for sure.
Definitely did. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you see here on the screen, we got your 2025 limited late model champion, David Snook Jr. What's going on, man?
Well, celebrating the championship we just pulled off, that's for sure.
There you go.
That felt really good to get in the debut season. I will say that.
Well, what I want to, congratulations on it. First off, what I want to kind of go into, man. 2 years ago, you were track champion at Florence Motor Speedway in the Legend cars. That was 2 years ago, correct? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it would be.
And then you kind of took the majority of a year off in 2024. Then all of a sudden you come back with a limited, and he's like he never stepped out of it, man.
Yeah, we got done. We ran 3 races in 2024 there. We got 1 win there, and then we ended up selling it. and every time we were able to save up the budget to get a late model. So we got that set up, started with the debut, first ever race at the 250, the 100 lapper. And right out the gate was able to drive from 17th to 6th and have a great debut. And from there, we decided, let's go run the full season and see what we can do with it. And it went very well, to say the least, for a debut season. The break out of the car for that long definitely sucked. That was not fun, just sitting at the house every week. But it was all worth it. But yeah, debut season went very well.
That was awesome, man. It was that was another class that was, they didn't always have car counts, but sometimes a lot of cars showed up. But regardless, the ones that were there, it was a hard fought race. I mean, it was you had some competition on your hands there.
Yeah, there was a lot of races where we didn't have many cars, and those ones, it was nice to win some of those races, but personally, I love when the competition comes. I like to have them people that's been in it for a long time to go against to learn, like when I ran against Ricky Locklear. Like, he was a good step to learn with. The last race with Jamie Weatherford, to race somebody who's been known in late models for a long time, that was honestly an honor, if anything, to race with him. So I love when all the people came. I'm hoping Florence could definitely grow on the car count and bring in a lot more competition, because those are the fun ones.
Yeah, man, we seen the limited late models this year. Some of the bigger races or stuff like that. Some of the late model guys would drop down, and you'd run against them. You would hold your own against them, man, and that was always good to see. It was fun to see you develop skills over this season. Really learning how to run up front, how to set paces, how to win in these cars. Because that's a big step from a Legends car, especially like you just said, taking a year off. That's always tough, man. So the last race, I saw you moving around, and you were learning some things while you were behind Jamie there that were working for you. I thought you were going to sneak up there and get to his outside, but you ended up making it work on the bottom. I know you had some contact there, and I know that wasn't intentional. But you did a really good job.
Yeah, thank you for that. That was a race where, when it started, I definitely didn't think I had much of a chance. We were missing a lot on the start, but as I sat behind him, I saw him start slipping up throughout the race, and I realized that the whole time we just had a long run car. I started moving up the track because I remember studying the Cars Tour race after they were done with theirs, and I realized that the top lane's actually a really good lane at Florence. It's a good lane you can run for momentum. So started moving up there around lap 10 and just slowly made my way up to him, and definitely found some stuff out for that last one. The contact with Jamie, there was never an intention of that, that's for sure. Because after I was able to catch up to him like that, I knew I was like, okay, I can just get to his inside eventually, take my time with it, be patient. And I had a lot of patience towards him. And then, unfortunately, multiple times I went down to his inside, I kind of kept getting my nose chopped. And the last time there, I was already a quarter panel there. I couldn't just back out of it. And then, unfortunately, that happened. But other than that, I feel like I ran a very good race there and learned so much just from that one race. So that last one was very good for me.
Yeah, and that deal going down into one there at the end, I think he may have knew you were there, but I think he may have thought you were going to be entering a little lower than you were, and it was just a battle for real estate. Really, it wasn't no harm, no foul. Really, you let him gather it up, and you were able to make the pass there. So it's really cool to see.
Yeah, for sure. It was that was a very fun race. I think the fans really enjoyed that one. They were cheering a lot in the grandstand, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we had some really, really good crowd participation Saturday night. Yes. That was always fun to see.
Yes, we did. Well, man, who all you got to thank for helping you out on that car this year, man?
I would like to thank my sponsors for sure. Barrier Fence and Supply Company. They were a huge part to this deal, all the way back from the 400. They helped us fund this whole season. So huge shout out to them for all they did for us. Southern Root Salon, they helped out a lot. Don Clements Building Contractor, very big parts of this car in the season. I definitely want to thank AK Performance. They have helped me from years and years back, and they truly helped us a lot this year with setting the car up, and Kendall Settlers and Andrew Tagliamonte, and especially my parents, and to end it off, the good Lord above, Jesus Christ. Wouldn't be nothing without him.
Amen, brother. I hear you there. Well, dude, congratulations again, and we appreciate you giving us some time on here. We're going to get you back on soon and talk a little bit more about some racing and some big wins to come, man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, everybody. We're going to jump right into it over at Florence Motor Speedway, your 2025 late model stock car champion, our good buddy, Matt Cox. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? How are y'all tonight?
Oh, it's another day in paradise, you know. Oh, man, this has been a crazy year this year. But you figured out how to put that car in victory lane quite a few times and made it look good out there and was able to bring home another championship, man.
Yeah, we had a pretty good year. Kicked the year off pretty good this year and won some races right out of the box and had a pretty good baseline and we just kept kind of working on it all summer. We struggled a little bit during the summer months there and tried some stuff, try to make some gains. You know how this sport is. If you kind of sit there and do the same thing all the time, before you know it, you'll get behind. And, we tried some things and liked some stuff, didn't like some things, and then kind of, took what we had and put it all together with this new points system they had. Put it all together for the last, 3 races there for the championship and was able to come out on top and win all 3 of them.
That's what I'm talking about, man. All right, you just touched on it there. Point system. First year they kind of ran this point system at Florence Motor Speedway. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty good deal. Make it use a little bit of tweaking here and there. I do think it is. It's definitely got some merit. Give people some time off during the summer. If they want to take that instead of having to be there every single week and it just killing them, in a points battle. But, I also understand, the racetrack needs cars there every week too. So I think, you got to find that happy medium, and there's definitely some merit to it.
I'm still on this kick of let's race all winter long and just take the summer off.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I would be fine with taking the June, July, and the August that would suit me fine.
Let's take.
Man, it's always been so hard to race during June, July, and August. Even parts of September. It's like, man,
I say,
what are we doing?
From Memorial Day to Labor Day, we don't need to race. No, we don't need nothing there. But that's just me. Well, dude, tell us a little bit about. You just kind of broke down the season a little bit there. But man, what do you feel like? Some of the high points in it, man, when you felt like you just hit on something. When did that come around?
Yeah, I mean, we were pretty good. We've been pretty good for several years there kind of now. And, the track changes a lot throughout the year kind of there. And you kind of have to change what you do a little bit for the summer months. I feel like we're a lot better probably when it's a little bit cooler and the temps are a little bit cooler. We really kind of focused on trying to get a little better right through the middle of the summer, and felt like we did that a little bit. We weren't quite good enough this year, but a lot of work goes into it. We work 8 o'clock in the morning. Myself and my brother were at the shop. We work every day on it, and we try a lot of things, and run a lot of stuff and test a lot of stuff in the shop and looking at stuff, and try to get some ideas and try some things to get faster. And some stuff we tried, in the summer, we thought there was definitely some merit there, and it just weren't quite good enough. And we just went back to the kind of our basics and added a little flair here and a little flair there to kind of what we found, and put it all together, and just seemed to kind of come alive here the last month or so.
Yeah, Matt, I got a question for you. We saw your car get pretty much junked, earlier in the year, and you kind of took some time. I think you may have brought your backup car back out to the racetrack for a while. After you got that car back, man, it seemed like it's been firing on all 8 right there pretty hard. Did you find something whenever you got the car back?
No, I don't think so. I think we had tried a lot of stuff that year before we got wrecked. We were trying some different motor combos. We ran a Ford for a little bit. We ran an upgrade for a little bit. We just put a Harrington in the night we got wrecked, and I felt like I think we sat on the pole that night, and we're definitely the best car at the end. I felt like we were probably going to win that race, and unfortunate circumstances got wrecked, and it took us a while. We took our time and put it back together, and got it ready for the Cars Tour race, and it's been really, really good. Ever since then, there's a lot of people we can thank for that. Just got it together, and we had really good notes on everything. Chad had good notes on everything before it got wrecked, and we basically took it and put it back on stands, and went right back to all our measurements and put it back together, and it was fast right off the trailer. And we came back with it.
What I have a question on, you've been running over it since Myrtle Beach closed down, and you've been running at Florence Motor Speedway pretty much every week since then. You just talked about setups and your notes and stuff on it. Man, over the years, tracks aging. Obviously, we've seen it over years past, but man, especially come Cars Tour race this year, people look like they were moving around on the track. You don't move around on it too much. You're normally a guy that's down on the bottom most nights. Has the track changed much over the years to you, or is it kind of you running same old setups and close to it as you were?
Yeah, I mean the track don't change much. I don't think on like a weekly show. The Cars Tour race did kind of catch me by surprise when we had some misfortunes in it. There, it cost us at the end. It kind of bit us and kept us from getting a good solid finish. But I think it's more of something to do when you get that many cars there and you hadn't had any rain, and the track gets a lot of rubber put down, and I think that's why everybody kind of moved to the top at the Cars Tour race. And on a weekly show you don't have enough cars there like that, and you don't run that many laps for that much rubber to get laid down, and it just for whatever reason that night, sometimes it happens there, it kind of seemed like the top was where you needed to be, and we didn't move up there till very, very late, and probably cost us for a good finish. We had some other issues we had go wrong there with about 30 to go, and it hindsight on it, going back and watching the race, I definitely think that's something to keep an eye on at these big races, is when when the track starts taking rubber like that and that many cars. It may be something we need to try to do to move up to the top and find some more speed. It's just, even on a weekly show, when the tires get wore out, it's just the place is so slick. It's so hard to pass on the bottom unless you're just really, really good. You just can't make that forward progress you need.
For sure, man.
Now, was the tire in the Cars Tour, were y'all on a different tire that they've been running all year in the Cars Tour?
No, it was the same tire we run, like a regular Saturday night at Florence. Same thing. I think it was we ran the F45 Star. That's what we ran at the Cars Tour race.
Have you seen a big difference with that tire this year?
I haven't, not really. I think it's I think it's probably better than, I guess you'd call it, the old F45 or whatever people call it, regular F45. I think it's probably a little better tire. I think you can beat on it a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder compound. I know it's supposed to be the same, but I think myself personally think it's a little bit harder, and you can probably lean on it a little bit more than you could the other tire. You don't have to quite take care of it as much, but I'm sure if your car's off a little bit like anywhere else, it's a little bit different. We've just been fortunate to be pretty decent all year. They've been able to take care of it.
I got you there, brother. Well, man, go ahead and let everybody know who all you got to thank this year, because I know it takes a lot of help to do all that.
Yeah, just Aaron Sales and Lease, Heritage Transportation, Renegade Fuels. They help us out a lot. Elliott Racing Engines, Robert Elliott himself, Jimmy Polk, them in the engine shop. Chad McCumbee, his guys over there, my brother. It takes a lot of people to make this thing go, and everybody kind of bouncing some information off each other and working on finding a little bit here and a little bit there and put it all together, and it comes out pretty well, and just couldn't do it with all their help.
I just want to know how upset was Tony that he couldn't be there just past Saturday night.
Yeah, he hated to miss it. He he had some other family commitments, and he had to go to, but I'm sure he hated to miss it. But he was watching it on Ultra there though. But,
oh yeah,
guarantee you he was watching.
So we just we were lucky that we didn't have to do a lot with it, and we were kind of shorthanded Saturday night, but we're pretty decent. We just ran about 10 laps of practice and qualified and raced it, and just happened to be good.
Good deal, man. Well, we greatly appreciate you jumping on here, and obviously we'll have you back talking about some more big wins, man. But congratulations on another track championship from Florence Motor Speedway here in the 2025 season, buddy.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All righty. Thank you. All right, everybody. Our good buddy, Matt Cox there. 2025 late model stock champion at Florence Motor Speedway. Brandon, real quick, man, what you had to say about it? We didn't really speak too much on the limited stuff there after David Snook and the late model stock stuff.
Yeah, with the limiteds this year, man, it was kind of touch and go. I think for the most part, David Snook, he pretty much planted his flag in the ground pretty early there, and he got 4 wins this year. I mean, that's pretty huge. Congratulations to him. As far as I'm concerned, he pretty much owned the limited late models this season. The late model stock has been a little bit different. I mean, you were either seeing Matt Cox, Cody Kelly, or Casey Kelly.
Yeah.
It was all 3 of them all season long. The Kellys, seemed like they were in a revolving door of cars. It seemed like, a lot of times Cody was in the Bobby June's car, and man, they've got that thing dialed in pretty good. He gave Matt a fit, and whether Casey was in his car or AK Performance's car, they've been up front, and they've been the staple in that series, and it was cool to see. I thought with the championship format that you were going to be able to see one of them maybe sneak up there and steal it from Matt, but Matt came on so strong the last 3 or 4 races there. He's really got it figured out. Matt might shock some people right here in the November race, or when it comes along.
Dude, I'm telling. Well, I mean, he opened up with an icebreaker win, I feel like that 400's coming for him. He's always right there in the hunt on that 400, or even I could see him, breaking out a Cars Tour win whenever that rolls back around. Easy.
Yeah, and he's no stranger to running with those guys up front, and he's been there, done that, and he's very capable of getting it done. Along with the Kelly brothers, man. We've seen Casey go to Martinsville for the first time ever. Not only made the race, but race up inside the top 10 and had the cleanest car, no damage on it, so them boys can get it done too. That's for sure. And Cody, I think, won the big 10,000 race at where was it? Yep. Carteret, maybe. Yeah. So those guys they're not limited to Florence, and they can go around other places and still get it done. So I think those 3 guys, you can put their name in the hat for a win here in November.
For sure. Well, man, obviously got a few races, that was the last of the regular season there. But there's still a few races on deck here at Florence Motor Speedway.
Yeah, you got October 11th coming up, the
PD 225, isn't it?
PD 225, yeah. So Brian's going to kill me for not knowing this, but man, all those divisions will be back, and that'll be a big race too.
I don't know. I'm looking. I'm trying to figure out when we're gonna be able to make it out there with it. And then after that, then comes up 400 weekend there in November. So Couple races left there at Florence Motor Speedway, man. Tell us a little bit, tell us how you felt after your first season there announcing, I guess. We talked a little bit about it earlier, man, but your first season getting in the announcer booth with people like Alan Dietz, man. He is man, we say he's a local legend around here. I mean, in the announcing world and, all the TV stuff and all that he's done, man. He's so to get to spend some time with him in the booth's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, and I didn't really know Alan prior, but I was always comfortable with him right from the rip because we've been around each other my whole life. I mean, he used to call races at Myrtle Beach Speedway when I was a kid, with Bobby Summers back in the day. So it was kind of at home. The dude is a wizard. Like he can carry a broadcast. Like when there's nothing happening, he knows exactly what to do and exactly what to say, when to say it, how to say it. Learned a lot from him, primarily him. I've worked with some other people in the past that wasn't really up to his standard. Another one, James Pike. I worked with him at the beginning of the season once there, and he gave me a lot of confidence. He knew how to throw it to me and lead me into it. And, I learned a lot working with him as well. And, so shout out James, shout out to Alan. I don't know that I'm quite there yet as far as carrying the broadcast by myself. Saturday was actually my first real test of that. I don't think I failed miserably, but, it's definitely, I feel like I feel like I was a lot better at the end of the night than I was to start with. So, I mean, I made gains and that was fun. It's pretty nerve wracking to be able to you just got to block it out that people are actually watching and listening. You just got to pretend that, hey, you're just looking at the race and you're calling it like you see it. Luckily Leanne and them, they're good with the cameras. They know where to go with the cameras and whatever. I catch myself not looking at the screen, looking at the racetrack, and usually what I'm talking about is already lining up with what's on camera. So it works out perfect.
I hear you there. Well, I'm just letting you know your buddies here on Facebook. If you haven't seen it by chance, they who needs enemies with buddies like Adam Fulford Jr.,
Oh, yeah. I think I told them guys that other day. I said, I don't need enemies with friends like you guys,
He said somebody needs to put you back in a race car so you can get off iRacing and quit outrunning him every week.
Oh, yeah.
And then let's see. I got another one down here. Todd Lamprey says you like Snickers.
Oh, yeah. upside down.
I figured I knew where that was going. Cool, man. Well, dude, it's been great having you on here, man. You're going to have to get back on here with me some, just talk some racing.
Yeah, man. Anytime. We got it set up, ready to go. So whenever you're ready, just let me know.
I like the look of it. I'm just letting you know. I like the look of
it. Oh, yeah. That's pretty sporty. I put it together right before I got on here.
You did good. He's all good at them iRacing graphics and all that fun stuff, so I'm not at all.
No, I'm not. I just got some good people that know what they're doing that I've got on here and watched them. I think my buddy Justin Coleman's in the chat. I watch him paint my cars and stuff all the time on here. So starting to learn a little bit.
He's good. I just want to know how y'all are so fast on iRacing, though. That's what I want to know. I asked you that last year when I raced with y'all. And I'm just like, I don't get it. I can't make a car last on there.
Listen, I'm not one of the fast guys. I can't tell you. I do good at I start racing with some of the other guys on there, man. I get my butt handed to me, and not in a good way.
What did you run with us that night? We ran the late models on dirt, I think it was.
Probably not. I'm terrible.
I was great with that. I kicked everybody's tail with a late model stock on dirt. I was great.
No, I wasn't there for that one. I ran dirt late models on here. It was a good 3 or 4 month stint there. That was getting pretty good. But I haven't messed with it much since then. Oh, well, you got a race tonight? I sure do.
Okay, man. We'll go get to it. I don't want to hold you up no more. But I appreciate you, man, and congratulations on the year at still got some coming up at Florence. You planning to be back next season too?
Yeah, probably will be. Hopefully, I'll be on the other side of the fence. Though, man, I like the broadcasting. It's really fun, but I'm gonna pick Racin every time.
You gonna try to get back? You trying to get back out there?
Yeah, absolutely. We got a brand new truck. Just got to finish it.
Well, come on. We need we need to have good 15 crowd out there every week in the trucks. That's what we need.
Yep. So we'll see.
There you go. Well, good deal, buddy. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on, hanging out with us, man. I appreciate all your help.
All right, man. Thanks for having me on, brother.
All right, dude. Have a good one.
Later.
All right, everybody. And with that, we're going to go get a quick word from all of our sponsors.
Are you ready to unleash the true potential of your ride? Tired of feeling held back? It's time to experience the Pro Fabrication difference. At Pro Fabrication, we don't just build headers and exhausts. We engineer performance. Crafted with precision from high-grade materials, our systems are designed for one thing: maximum power. Feel the instant increase in horsepower and torque. Hear the deep, aggressive rumble that turns heads. Our expertly designed headers optimize exhaust flow, while our performance exhaust systems deliver that signature sound that you crave. But it's not just about power and sound. Pro Fabrication means durability you can trust. Built to withstand the toughest conditions, our headers and exhaust are an investment in long-lasting performance. Whether you're hitting the track, conquering the trails, or just cruising the streets, Pro Fabrication gives you the edge. Experience smoother acceleration, improved field efficiency, and that unmistakable feeling of pure driving exhilaration. Don't settle for less. Upgrade to Pro Fabrication headers and exhaust today. Pro Fabrication headers and exhaust. Quality that wins. Chicken Bone Alley is brought to you by SRI Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all things racing. Do you need performance parts? Look no further. They offer a wide range of high-performance parts for various types of racing, including stock car racing, dirt racing, and more. SRI Performance also has the most knowledgeable employees in the industry. If you're looking for that hard-to-find part, they've got it. And if you're wondering how to make it work on your car, they know it. Check them out online at www.sriperformance.com. And when you do, don't forget to use the promo code CBONE10. That's C as in chicken, BONE10, and get 10% off at checkout. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum is a full-line steel service center stocking thousands of sizes, shapes, grades, and types of metals and plastic. If you need it, they have it. And if not, they work fast to find what you need and get it to you. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum also has the ability to cut orders to your specifications as requested. Their dedicated team not only brings many years of experience to the table, but they are always ready and willing to lend a hand with anything you may need. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Your material needs are covered here. Tired of leaving performance on the table? Ready to dominate the track? For decades, Earl Ramey Racing Engines has been the secret weapon of champions. We don't just build engines. We craft precision, engineered powerhouses designed for one thing: victory. From meticulous machining to expert assembly, every Earl Ramey engine is built with uncompromising quality and a passion for speed. We understand the demands of racing, and we deliver the reliability and raw power you need to cross the finish line first. Whether you're tearing up the asphalt or conquering the dirt, Earl Ramey Racing Engines provides the competitive edge you've been searching for. Don't just race, conquer. Contact Earl Ramey Racing Engines today and let us build your winning machine.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen. Before I go any farther, I do want to mention, I did not mention these right then. Also, I think we said Brandon Johnson was your 2025 mini stock champion at Florence Motor Speedway. The crybaby. Nah. Ryan Zima took home the Legend Car Championship there. I think he won like every race he ran out there almost. And Mason Williams was your Bandolero champion at Florence Motor Speedway. So congratulations to all of them. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Oh, we're hold on. Let me actually get yours back up here. It is time for our good friend Racin' Jason with the dirt. Jason,
what's going on, Dave?
What is up, man?
Don't know it, man. Don't know it. I'm trying to make the world right again.
Good luck. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. I see your Mullins Race Engines shirt on there. He knocked out the part of what he had to say for sure. We have to acknowledge it on here. It has been last week was a trying week to say the least. It was the death of Charlie Kirk and the assassination of Charlie Kirk was we talked about it in church a good bit. It's not just an attack on politics. It's not that. This man was a godly man, true man of great faith. This is a spiritual thing. This is pure evil coming into this world, and man, we have got to Charlie Kirk may not be here anymore, and I know we may have a whole lot smaller platform than he had by all means, but we all have us that have a microphone. We have to stand up for that faith as well, and I promise you that anytime that I can, I promise that I will do my part, what I can, and what I can do at the best I can to stand up for our Christian faith. And we were talking about yesterday, man, to get killed for your opinion is just insane. It's insane. So, a lot of people said it this past week, and I don't want to just sound like all the rest of them, but and I think Jason will gladly agree with me on his. If you're one of the people, and I hope, I don't think we have any, and I hope we don't. But if you're one of the people who was okay, just okay, you ain't even have to be cheering. But if you are okay with Charlie Kirk getting killed over that, you might as well unfollow this page and just go on.
Mine too.
Yeah, exactly. And go on with your life, because you're not going to like what we have to say.
Leave that over there. Leave that over there on your yard.
Exactly.
My yard.
Exactly. So,
well, okay, Dave. Wow. How was your week, man?
It was all right. It was kind of busy. Nothing crazy. We kind of talked about that a little bit first show, because you saw Brandon had on his Carolina hat too. Y'all are hardcore. I will tell y'all that. You come with a hat sitting in the background. He had on his Carolina hat. Said y'all are true fans. I just don't have one up here with me right now. I'd wear it too. I'm just glad Clemson lost too. Thank God.
That made my whole day.
What's bad is, man, I don't think it would have changed the outcome of the game, but man, it just looked bad. That I hate Lenore Sellers got took out. As of right now, I haven't heard, or they've it's still questionable up in there about what's really going on there. I
haven't heard anything.
I heard they're doing some concussion testing. Is what I heard. But they haven't confirmed anything yet, so whatever. So we don't have a clue about him. I hope he's good. But man, it just looked like after he went out, the whole team just fell apart. Done. But we have got some serious O-line issues. Yeah. So I don't know. It is what it is. But it's like I told Brandon earlier. I said this is what happens to us every year. We come out, we might win the first couple games, and then all of a sudden we're going to get our teeth kicked in one week. Then all of a sudden it's like, okay, wake up, time to play.
Well, Dave, it's usually Vanderbilt. It's usually the Kentucky and Missouri, not Vanderbilt.
No. Well, I ain't saying Vanderbilt beats us, but Vanderbilt always gives us a run. I don't know why. They can be last in SEC. We can be towards the top, and they give us a run for our money. We might beat them still, but not this past time. We didn't beat them. They will always give it, but as much as I don't like it, at all, I hate it, and I know we've talked about how we need to fix it. This is still a product of Portal and NIL. Because the one positive I will say, it stinks for us. But look at who was it? South Florida. It's evening out the playing field.
It is. You're right.
So it's doing a decent job there. But that's the only thing that's positive about it, in my opinion.
Not for UCLA.
No, not at all.
Well, that kid said, "I want $2 million from Tennessee." Oh, $2 million. Tennessee said, "No." Now we know why. You didn't get to
Exactly. I still think that should, whatever. I will still say and always say, yeah, they can have NIL. But I think that NIL money needs to go to the school as a whole and go to athletics as a whole, and every student athlete out there make the same amount of money out there.
No, Ma, we just said this last week.
I know. I'm saying it again. Maybe I'll throw it against the wall and in a stick somewhere. I don't think it's going to. I don't think nobody's going to listen to me, but that's still my thoughts about it.
Agreed. Hey, man, you got me in your corner with that too, bro. All the way.
But other than that, I had to work on a lawnmower.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let me tell you about last week. I got a story.
Uh-oh.
It was not fun. Not fun.
Uh-oh.
Not fun at all. It made for a long time. Last Wednesday, left work, went to church, and my wife is actually taking over the children's ministry there. I do the music, she does children, and whatever else. Well, they had a meeting after church, because she's kind of in the process of taking it over, and she just wanted to meet with all the volunteers and all that good stuff. So, anyway, so that took a little while. Then after that, we were talking with the pastor and his wife after that, and so that took a little while. So we finally leave church about 9:45-ish. And I had to do something, and she left just a little bit for me, just a couple minutes for me. And I'm going down the road, and all of a sudden my phone rings. It's my wife calling. And she says, "I just heard a loud noise and my tire light's on." I said, "You got to be kidding me. This isn't good." I said, "All right, I'll be there in just a minute." I get to her. Right front tire flat as I don't know what. Yeah. Apparently hit something in the road, whatever. Let me tell you the good part about this car. 2024. Yeah. Mitsubishi Outlander. Nice car.
Okay.
They don't come with a spare tire.
You what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, man, I've never heard it before in my life.
Oh, well, I found out a lot of new cars are not, especially the mid-size SUVs and smaller, are not coming with spare tires. Yeah. So,
well, they couldn't cost?
It's not the cost. It's they one thing they're doing is because all the EPA stuff and the fuel mileage stuff that they have to do, they're keeping as much weight out of them as they can. That's one thing. But also, on some vehicles, it is an option that you can buy. And then just on some, they give you a pump and a can of fix flat in it. Works great when the whole sidewall is gone, which it was not. But let me tell you what stinks about it is I put a whole set of tires on this car maybe a month ago. Yeah. And guess what? The hole in it was not in the tread. Nah, couldn't be in the tread. It was right at the bead of the tire.
Oh.
Yeah. So ruined it. All right. So let me tell you where this story gets long. That was okay, whatever. Well, I looked and I got a little Kia Soul that I drive back and forth to work and stuff. And well, actually my son, or Landon, the oldest one, he's been driving my truck. So I got a little Kia Soul, a little cheap on gas, drive to work, you know, all that good stuff. But I looked at it and I said, I think this car's got the same look pattern. Now, I didn't have a tape measure with me. So I just grabbed a little, I grabbed a charging cable and I measured, I just marked off, you know, lug on it. And I went to my car. I said, yep, they're the same. So I looked, I had a spare tire in mine. Go to grab it, pull it up there. I take her tire off and I look and I said, I don't know. Well, I put it up there. Oh yeah, lug pattern same. Hers has 20s on it. Mine's got 16s on it, and the spare tire would not fit over the brakes. So at this point, I'm like, crap. I got a buddy that drives a tow truck, but I know he drives for a company, and I wasn't wanting it for free by no means, nothing like that. I'm not saying that. Just I knew it was going to be expensive, and I'm cheap when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Well, I call him and he's like, it's going to be like $250 to get it over there. And I'm like, oh my God. He's like, do you have roadside assistance on your insurance? I was like, you know what? I think I do. So I get on my little app and he's like, go through them. See what you can do. I was like, okay, cool. So I go through the app and do a little thing. And they're like, you know, at the end of it says you will receive a call in a few minutes, literally what it said. And I did. They called. They asked where it was, you know, blah, blah, all that good stuff. And she's about to set it up. And she's like, okay, well, we can't verify your roadside assistance right now, but you can pay for it out of pocket, and then they may reimburse you.
May.
And I said, okay, what's that going to cost? She's like, $360 some odd dollars. I was like, nah, I don't think so. No. So at this point, after I had tried all this, it's getting close to probably 11 o'clock. Yeah. So I told her, I said, all right, lock the car up. Fortunately, the people, she was in their yard. The guy had come out and he was super nice. And he was like, if you need to leave it here overnight, just pull it up closer to the driveway. Everything's good. You leave it right there. There's no problem at all. And you can come back and get it tomorrow. Do whatever you got to do. I was like, I appreciate that. But I still didn't feel comfortable leaving it in Hartsville when we're you know, technically we're in Timminsville. But whatever. So I called my dad. I was like, all right, I guess we're going to have to get the race car out the trailer and all that stuff. Well, I had to get home to help him do that. So.
Wait a minute. Okay, quick.
Yeah.
This is getting good.
So I drive all the way. They're close to, which is where I'm at now, which is close to Francis Marion College. Far side of Florence from Hartsville. So, you know, 45 minutes. It's almost midnight by the time we get here. Well, by 11:45, somewhere in there. We pull the old car out the trailer. It was on casters, fortunately. So we roll it out the trailer. We get everything. Get it all hooked up, all that good stuff. And me and him go back to Hartsville. I probably looked like I was stealing a car because we literally rolled up, because it was right at a crossroads too. We roll up to the stop sign. I jump out of the truck, drop the tailgate, jump in her car, drive it in. We didn't even strap it down. I throw the parking brake on the thing and put it in park. I didn't even care at that point. Throw the door up, jump back in the truck.
A fire drill.
Yeah, it's exactly what it looked like. We went out there 2 minutes probably. And so anyway, get it back. And I was like, all right, well, because we had Jackson actually with us, our youngest. And fortunately, he was already in the bed over here at my mom and dad's house in one of his bedrooms, I guess we'll say. And so I tell mom real quick, I'm like, hey, we're just going to leave him there. We'll be back in the morning. Kayla can work remote, so she kind of worked from anywhere. So we had to go home. Landon was at home, so I had to make sure he, up and going to school the next morning. But had to go home so Kayla could get her work stuff. And I mentioned boss, I was like, I got to get his tire fixed. I'll hopefully be there when I get it fixed. I don't know when it'll be. I have no clue. So I look around. Nobody's got the size tire in stock. Fortunately, one of the local tire shops finally was able to get it for me. And it was like 12:30 by the time they were able to get it. Fortunately, we have our own tire machine and balancer and everything.
Wow, you got all that today? Wow.
Well, we had a legend car, and when you could run those over and over, you needed to balance wheels and everything, so it was easier to have that. We got a really good deal on it.
Wow. Okay.
So by the time I got it put on, brought back, put back on the car, went and drove it and everything, it was like 2:30, 2:15, 2:30, and I was like, yeah, I'm not making it to work today.
What in the world did you get a tire at 12 o'clock at night?
No. That was not 12 o'clock at night. That was 12 o'clock the next day.
Okay. God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
I was worn out.
I bet it fit right into the box trailer. It fit right in there.
Yeah, it fit right in there. So.
Wow, that's crazy. Did you try West Side in Horseville? You were right there with Lance.
Well, it was so late at night that nobody was really open at that point in time. If it was still been there the next day, I probably would have.
Oh, you don't have Lance's cell number? I thought you had his cell number.
No. So one of them deals.
Wow. All right. All right, now the lawnmower. What happened to the lawnmower?
Oh, lawnmower we got at the house. My wife has decided she likes to cut grass. She likes to ride a lawnmower now. This has been kind of a new thing over the past year. I'm like, okay, whatever. Jump on it all you want. She's like, that's quiet time. She's like, I put on headphones, I get to ride it. It's quiet time. I was like, that's kind of why I liked it, but okay. You go for it.
I hate cutting grass, but go ahead.
But it's like, okay, you go ahead. Well, she got out there, and it wasn't anything she done. She started cutting, and she made about a pass or two across the yard, and all of a sudden it quit cutting. I was like, hopefully it's built. Like it's been, I don't know if I've ever put a belt on this lawnmower. I said, hopefully it's built, whatever. Nah, not a belt. There's electric PTO clutch went out on it.
Oh, God.
And, fortunately. My dad actually had another lawnmower over here. Another Husqvarna. This was Husqvarna zero turn. He had another Husqvarna zero turn. And he still got another Husqvarna. But, anyway. So, I was like, what's wrong with that one you got? He's like, well, see if the clutch fit off that one on yours. I was like, okay. Now I go look at it. Like, nope, they're different. Go figure. I said, well, what's wrong with it? He said, it needs front wheels, wheel bearing shot on it. He said, it's got a little oil leak, but it ain't nothing major. I was like, we going to order wheels for that one right now because that clutch is expensive.
Yeah.
So I ordered some wheels and stuff for it. Well, I mean, the wheels were right size. Bearings were bigger, so we had to drill out the piece that goes in it and everything, and just got it running. Could have been sitting for a little while, so not major. So got that done. Then I had a thing. We had our end of summer bash for the kids out at church on Saturday. They had some bounce houses, some face painting, hot dogs, some all kind of little fun and games for them out there. Then church on Sunday, had a great service. And then we've made it to Monday. Yeah.
Wow. Well, you had a full week in 4 days.
You telling me? Guess what I'm doing the end of this week?
Nothing.
I'm going on vacation.
Oh, okay, all right.
So after this show, everybody, y'all will not hear from me. I will let you know if I'm going to be able to make it back on the 29th. I'll tell you that. I'll put it that way. I will be out of the country for a week.
My God. Well, you going on a cruise, ain't you?
Yes, we are.
Well, good. Well deserved.
I guess. So how about you? How's your week been?
Racing, bro. I mean, I didn't racing.
You've been quite busy. You've been quite busy on the X, I've seen.
Bruh, between, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there. But yes, I was very busy on the X. Yes, I have. Very, very busy on the X. I went viral.
I know.
Did you?
And you said there was people on Facebook that was crazy. Apparently, you found the crazy ones on X.
They found me.
Yeah, well, whatever.
They found me. Hey, I went viral. I shared that doggone Mullins engine thing, and I had over 3,000 between the likes, comments, and retweets. About 3,000.
Nice.
That was unbelievable. So everybody who bought a Mullins Racing T-shirt, man, I appreciate that. I really do. And I know Mullins does. They sold the crap out of them. I called them Friday. Bro. They sold out.
Good. Nice. So what was going on in the racing world?
Dave, we got an open seat with Skyline Motorsports.
I saw that. And Kel messaged me about it, and he called me about it actually, and he's like, "Where do you think he's going?" And I didn't read the full thing at the time, and then I went and read it after, and I was like, "Oh, he's going back with Ronnie Delp. Awesome."
I love Delp. Trust me, yeah, I'm getting out of racing. Nah, I'm gonna get back in it.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna get back in it.
He's about as consistent at that as Marlar is to chassis.
I'm just gonna say Ty Tarwag. What?
Well, that too.
That's a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. Hey, I'm hearing two names, Dave.
Who you hearing?
I had to text you.
Oh.
I will tell you this. One guy that we think a lot of, and this other guy wasn't even on the radar. Wasn't even on the dartboard. Wasn't anywhere. You could have drew a picture and his name would never came up.
Popular?
I'm telling you, this guy's out of left field.
So not a popular, well-known name, or
no, not at all. Matter of fact, this is his first year in I wouldn't say super late model racing. This is his first year in late model racing. I put it to you this way. I'll give you a hint. He's close to a Dan Ebert.
Oh,
that kind of.
I got you.
Okay,
but
you text me because you remind me. You text me and I'll tell you who that second driver is. Gotcha. But the first driver we think a lot of.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, very much potential. And I did say, did I tell you or did I tweet it? He will be running a series in 26. And doggone it, I think I'm gonna nail that one.
Who's running a series?
Between the two guys, I would choose that guy.
The one going that you think is going to Skyline maybe is running a series.
Oh yeah, they're gonna run a series. They're gonna run a series. You know, Skyline gonna run a series.
Right. Well, say that.
But I predicted this guy right here. He's up and comer. And I tweeted out, gosh, 3-4 months ago, he will be running a series in 26. And doggone it, I think I'm gonna nail it.
What do you think happened with Marlar over there? I mean, I just think personally, I don't think Marlar really likes running. Being committed to stuff, and I mean not being committed to stuff, but just far as the grind of the racing, the way they do it.
Well, I kind of agree with that, Dave, but he still runs about 100 races a year. So what's the difference?
Yeah, but he's not picking and choosing which ones he's doing.
Well, all right, this is true too. All right, let me go back to this. Remember back at Golden Isles?
Yep. Yeah.
And he left?
And it was something weird going on. Yeah.
I think it's all just bull. I think it just all. I thought everything was patched up. I really did.
Yeah.
But him switching from Longhorn to Infinity back to Longhorn, I think I don't know if that has something to do with it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's just the whole situation was just odd to me.
What did they say in there? What chassis they're going to run, or is it going to be a?
No, we'll cross that bridge. Let me get this driver in there who I'm thinking of. We'll see.
I got you.
We'll see from there.
I got you. What else we got, sir?
Dave, I got some drama for you, bro. Uh-oh. You love drama. Ben Scott is suspended for a year and has to pay $1,000 by Rush Late Model Series because you know why?
I have no clue.
He refused to tear down his mandatory what you call it, inspection at the end of the race. We always say it.
Just in tech
protest.
So somebody protested him.
I see that. I read the article twice. I love a driver protesting him or the series mandates to do a motor check. I'm not really sure. But he refused to tear down, and now they disqualify him for a year and has to pay $1,000 fine.
And Rush, is Rush Supers?
No, I think it's 604.
Is it 604? That's what I was fixing to get at. Okay, 604. All right, this is where it gets sticky. And I didn't see it. I don't know anything about it. But this is where it gets sticky to me with the 604 stuff. Us on asphalt. Now, let me word this carefully because, okay, on the asphalt side, and like the Cars Pro Late Model Series and the other Super and Pro Late Model stuff that runs on asphalt, some of those run, they'll run 604s, but they do a seal deal, engine seals. Us, on the other hand, here at, Florence Motor Speedway, Dillon Motor Speedway, seals don't matter. A lot of those series, they inspect, they look, you got seals on it, here they are, blah, blah. Okay, it's done. There's not really any tear down. And so that's where it kind of gets sticky to me on that dirt stuff. What is their rule on it in the Rush? We have to really look that up. Because if they go off seals and stuff like that, then I see where he was coming from. If in their rules says they can tear down at any time or whatever, then okay, I see where the series is coming from. But I know a lot of dirt tracks around here. They go off. Let's just use street stocks for instance. Crate Racing USA. Crate Racing USA goes off of seals. If your engine is sealed by a approved, let's say Earl Ramey is approved engine builder for them. If his seals are on it and they're numbered and tagged with his numbers, if his seals are on it and they're on every bolt that they have to have seals on, that engine is considered to be quote unquote good. And they can take it back to, I know, I forget. There's, approved engine builders that can tear it down and stuff like that. But that's typically big races and stuff like that. It's not typically just a normal protest.
Like your XR stuff, you mean?
Right. Or like Dalton Wilson won the race at Fayetteville. That was 604.
Yes, it was.
And they had to tear that one down, but that was what was that, $50,000 race or whatever, supposedly? 40.
Whatever came about that? Do you know?
Last I heard, it was still good. I
That's
haven't
what I
heard
heard.
anything about it.
Well, last I heard, what I told you was the people. I love them to death. I love them to death. We hung out the whole week at Fairbury. The Blackwells got a lawyer. That's last I heard. I do not know. I haven't read anything.
I talked to Earl one time since then, and said we mentioned the race, but there was nothing else mentioned about it. Normally he'd be the first one to tell me about it.
I'd love to know myself. I really would,
because it was one of his motors. So
yeah, you told me that.
Yeah.
What? Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess it's still all good. But anyway, that's just a little bit I know of how some of that works. I mean, I know there's each series and each stuff has their own written rules on protest for that stuff. So just depends on how the protest was written there, or how the rule was written for the protest.
I wish, I probably could find that out.
Oh yeah.
Bet you I could find that out.
Oh yeah. We just gotta get some.
Is it worth it though? Is it worth doing all that digging for that though?
Nah. I mean, obviously, as they probably got it. If there was a rule set that you got to pay $1,000 and a year suspension, they probably have a rule written for that. If you refuse a protest, it's probably in their rules. That's what I would assume.
Well, I remember me and you talked a while back about the motor claim rule. Remember that motor claim rule?
Yep.
I never liked that, bro.
There's good and bad on it. The problem with most claim rules that I see is the price of the claim can't replace the part that it's claiming. That's the biggest problem.
That's the whole argument right there. That's my soapbox. Why are you going? Okay, I'm gonna say $10,000 motor, and you're gonna. I won 3 in a row. This way what I-20 Speedway, Columbia Speedway back in the day, early 90s. I mean, late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
If you won like 3 races in a row, not only did you have to go start in the back of the field, but you also had a motor claim rule. And I got $10,000 invested in this motor. Why should I win then? I'll finish second every week. Hey.
That's right. You know? That's right. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, there's good and bads to it. I don't know. That's like some shot claim rules. There's still some shot claim rules in like the classes that we run. And the problem is what we're having to pay for shocks now. It's like, that ain't nowhere close.
Exactly. So I might win 2 in a row. Next week, I might just sandbag and finish second. Okay. There you go.
That's right.
I solved everybody's problem right there.
So I don't know. But anyway, what else you got?
October 10th and 11th, Dave, was supposed to be a 2-day show at Cherokee. Qualifying heat races that Friday night, $35,000 to win that Saturday night.
Right.
Cherokee is throwing in $7,000 to win that Friday night, and then $35,000 to win that Saturday night.
Oh wow!
So guess where I'll be at?
The place that Mama warned you about.
Oh my gosh, she just warned me too. Oh my gosh, you just warned me. What else we got, Dave? I was to mention this. Did you hear the shots fired? Did you watch the World 100?
Off and on. I was sick that weekend, and that was when I was trying to stay awake to watch everything.
I know Saturday night you passed out. How about that Friday night? In and out.
I want to say I just watched highlights because I ain't gonna lie, because I think I was working on something that night. Might have been on truck. It was. I was working on the race truck, and I couldn't. I just watched some highlights from it. But anyway, what you got?
Yeah, there were shots fired.
Uh-oh. What happened? Bang, bang.
Oh, yeah. There were shots fired.
Who we firing?
Dustin and James Essex, they shot some fire.
Who they shooting at?
Am I allowed to say?
Yeah. We're not covered by any of them. So
Barry Braun.
Who?
Barry Braun,
Barry
XR.
Braun? Yeah.
Okay, here's what happened. They were talking about Penrose. They were talking about Penrose. And you know how hold on. You know how James and Dustin can be kind of snarky?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, the Penrose revival is supposed to be picking back up next month, and Dustin started laughing. I was like, what's going to happen here? And when James actually said, when he gave out the Twitter handle of Barry Braun, I knew immediately, yeah, I'm going to promote the show. I said, oh my God.
Jeez.
We're fired. So, yeah, Dave, I don't believe the revival at Penrose.
Well, you say that, but I think it was yesterday.
What you got?
Hold on.
This is breaking news here now.
Let's see here. It's not breaking news, but what I will say,
it is. I thought it was done.
What I will say is they put a video out. Let's see what it says right here. If it says anything, doesn't. No, don't really say anything on it. But they put a little short clip out 3 days ago. Said, "See you soon." That's all it says on it. It's got a overhead view of the track with lights up on it and everything from last year's race, or the last race there.
Okay. Well, Pierce won.
So we'll see.
I'm here for it.
That is one of the coolest tracks, though.
It is. I agree with that. It reminds me of Darlington egg-shaped.
Oh, yes, very much Darlington. Probably more extreme than Darlington.
Yeah, you know what? I think so, too. Sharper turns and stuff. I think you're right about that.
Now I think it's weird the way the little bridge and all that stuff. But it's unique. It's very unique. Yeah, exactly.
Very unique. Good word. Very unique. Very unique.
I like it. I wish it would come back. I think the biggest problem with that track, and I know there's some dirt tracks in some crazy places, but that one is way on out there.
I went to Lakeview. To me, it just still blows my mind. I can't figure out how. I missed this on a show last week. I don't see how guys back in the doggone, 80s, 90s, before Google Maps and GPS, how in the world could you find that place?
Dude, I'll tell you what happened. And that reminded me. I sat there and thought about it. I was like, how did we know races were happening? But I remember now, I was sitting there the other day and I was like, I remember when we go to a track, it'd be at whatever track, all of a sudden you'd see somebody come around with papers in their hand passing out. It was a flyer for a race, maybe a month away.
I used to love that.
Or more, and it give you the payout and everything, and it had the address of the track and all that on there. And boy, I remember many days riding passenger seat of the truck in the mid-90s, holding the map over there, trying to figure out where we were going.
Dave, serious question. That's a good point. If you had one of those flyers, say I don't know, Eldor or somewhere like that in the 90s or whatever, but how much you think that thing is worth?
I don't know, but I'd love to have some just to put all up over the room here.
God, that'd be great. Wouldn't that be great?
I'm gonna have to look on eBay because I imagine there's some on there.
I look dirt. I looked at T-shirts the other day, man. There's one I want, man, but I just can't see doing that. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take another gander at that.
We don't have to.
I would love to have some of those
for sure. Before we go any farther, I want to thank our good friends over here at Dixie Made right here in Florence, South Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, come on down to Dixie Made. Get some of the best clothing that you will ever find. All the styles, brands that you like, get you covered from head to toe. It's coming up some cooler months. We've had some nights down in the 50s, and wake up and it's like, ooh, I could use a light jacket right now, which would be great. Go over to Dixie Made. Head over to Dixie Made. Pick yourself up one. They got all the camouflage stuff that so many people like, and the long sleeve t-shirts, Drake waterfowl, Southern Fried Cotton, Simply Southern, and so many more brands. Y'all go check them out right here in Florence, South Carolina, right beside the flea market, right down from Buc-ee's. Everybody likes Buc-ee's for whatever reason, so it's right down the street from Buc-ee's. Also, go check out our friends at Fresh Chef right there in all the Race City areas. And I'll tell you a little funny story about Fresh Chef. Guy that owns it, he's a big pool player. Mel Funk is his name. Well, the guy my dad, Mel Funk.
What?
Yeah, he's super cool guy. Super cool guy. Tell you how small this world is. Guy my dad is doing some work for right now, installing some security camera wiring stuff. Actually ended up, come to find out, he lives up in Mooresville. Well, come to find out, him and Mel play pool together.
Really?
So yeah. I was like, wow, this is a small world.
Small world, in it?
Yeah, for sure. So, but anyway, y'all head up to Fresh Chef. They got daily food and drink specials, some of the best you will ever find. I'm going to try to hit it up because you know what I think I'm going to try to make it to this year, Jason?
Don't tell me.
I think I am.
Don't tell me, bro.
At least
November.
At least one day. At least one day. I think I'm going to try to make it. Think so. He's walking off. If everything goes right, I think I'm gonna try to make it to the finals there. Maybe he'll come back, or maybe he's counting race cars, not sheep. He's already got them. There you
Just
go.
saying.
There you go. Fun. So, but anyway, gonna hit up some Fresh Chef up that way for sure. So, anyway, y'all go check them all out. Also, MPM Marketing. If you are in this game to improve in the racing world, you got to have a good marketing partner that knows how to do it. So, go check out Tanya over at MPM Marketing and get lined up with her today. And you will not have anyone better. So, go check out www.marketwithmpm.com.
She's a sweetheart.
Yes, she is. All right. What else we got, sir?
411 Speedway. Oh, I'm sorry. I get it confused. The big bad Taz has got a new track on it.
Do they?
Yeah.
Who?
Some guy I've never heard of. Races there, lives in Kentucky. I guess he drives a Taz wheel and races, weekly, whatever. There, Brian Smith.
Didn't who did on Taz? Okay, it was not Vicky. Which one, Vic Hill?
The Gap.
The Gap. I don't know why I get into.
Bro, because you know why? I know why. They all look the same. They all race the same. They're all half-baked as hell in a bowl.
Maybe so. And they're small names. The Taz, the Gap.
411, the Taz, the Gap. Same thing.
It's 3 letters. That's all.
That's all you need to know. I do it all the time, Dave. I do it all the freaking time. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No,
Thank you.
You're not. Not at all. Well, good. Good. I'm glad somebody's breathing some more life into it, hopefully.
We got I didn't write it down. I'm trying to remember it. And I can't remember the name of it. There's a track in Virginia opening back up too, Dave. I can't think of it.
I heard about this.
Oh. What is it?
And I can't remember. Maybe that's the one. No, that's not the one. There's another one in Ohio that's opening up too. I heard about.
Really?
Yep. There's one shutting down, I think, that is kind of a popular one, and it may be shutting down. You probably know about this.
Oh no, Atomic, Wayne County. Which one?
Atomic, maybe. Atomic is on life support.
Okay. Well, I know that announcer guys. That whole drama thing's got a lot to do with it. I promise you.
It may not be over, but it's on life support, I think.
Okay. Well, we know. I bet you we know why.
But Kale told me last week that there was another one opening up there. I have to get him on and talk about it.
Yeah, I'm curious about
Was
that.
he talking about Mansfield? I mean, I don't know. Mansfield, they opened their schedule up finally. Kind of put out there some dates that they're going to be racing.
What we got? Any touring things?
No, not yet. It was more their weekly stuff. Talking about next year.
Whoa!
Yeah.
How they gonna run weekly?
Weekly. They're going to have kind of their own little, I say, like a late model series up there, that they're going to run, and sprint cars. Yeah.
How many classes they gonna run a week?
I'm not sure. It didn't really say. It just had some dates. But I think from hearing him talk, it was kind of the typical stuff. About 5 or 6 classes, I think.
You need to get Matt Tift on here.
Yes, we do. For sure.
I can inbox him anytime you just ask me to.
Inbox him. Tell him. Line
Really?
it up.
Okay, I'll do that.
Line it up. I won't be here next week, but line it up. If you can get it.
Great. Okay, I'll reach out to him.
Right.
Love to.
Sounds good.
That's about all really I got. I got last week's winners, but we don't go through all that, do we?
No.
Okay.
We ain't got to. Nothing crazy.
Cool.
Nothing crazy.
I will say Sonoya. I'm just going to say it, Dave. Sonoya's the best. No, I can't say that. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I was going to say Sonoya's the best track in the South, but it's not. It was a good race. Saturday.
Okay, then which one's the best in the South?
Why are you doing this to me? Oh, I got 3 or 4. The Ultimate Speedway in Elkin. The Gap.
Not Ultimate anymore. It's back to Friendship.
What?
I said it's not Ultimate anymore. It's back to Friendship.
Okay, that's not good.
Why?
But that means the Colas don't have it no more, right?
No, he had already said he was selling it. Yeah, he said he was selling it. He put out a few weeks ago. He sold it.
Who bought it?
I can't remember the guy's name, but it was funny because he owned another towing company.
He owned a towing company?
Yeah. It was like another one. I was like, oh, how about that?
Oh, my God. Okay.
I'm trying to, let's see. I can't remember where it was. Under Bobby's?
Oh, my God. Ultimate sold.
It's for the best because they're actually going to race there now.
Okay, I go. Okay, all right. But last year, oh my God, bro, that was absolutely the Langston Memorial race was one of the best races I've ever been to in my life. That Sunday afternoon was absolutely fantastic.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. Since they took the asphalt up, Dave. Oh my God, bro. Okay, so this. Oh wow. All right. I'll still say Friendship's good. Swainsboro.
All right.
Swainsboro.
All right. Let me go back because this was August 6th.
Okay.
That they put it out. Ultimate Motorsports and RV Park put it out. So good afternoon, everyone. We have some exciting news. We have seen a lot of we have seen and heard, I guess, a lot of rumors. But here's the true fact: Chuck Melton is in the process of finalizing the paperwork to reopen the track. Lawyer dependent closing August 31st. It's unfortunate we couldn't keep it going, but with 2 national teams, both sons racing, it was very challenging to make it work. So we worked it out with Chuck to get things back up and going. I guess he's gonna, and he put hint Friendship. Also be respectful. He is opening the place for the love of racing, not the money. So yeah.
I did see that. I think Sniper said somebody sent me that. Okay,
Yeah.
I forgot. So when you started reading, I was like, yeah, okay. All right, well, okay.
Maybe it's just a lease. Maybe it's a lease. But regardless, from what I've heard from everything, it's changing the name back to Friendship.
We're just getting good. Please keep it up. Oh my God, please keep it up. Oh God. I love that place. Swainsboro, fantastic. Great place, great facility, great people. All right, that's 2. The Gap, of course. Sonoya, I'll take it. Is that it?
Yeah, but you ain't narrowed it down to 1 yet.
Oh, I can't say one. I cannot say honestly right now. There's one.
Okay.
Great.
All right. Okay. This is the way I'm going to ask it.
All right.
If say, and you could flip a coin and say either of them, any of those tracks you just named. All right, they all got a big touring series race at it. Obviously, there's way too many that can't have that many touring series. But just say they got them at it. They're all guaranteed going to be great races. Which track are you going to?
Bro, why you do this to me? Why you do that?
I like putting somebody else on the spot instead of me sometimes.
I gotta look at this right here. Okay, I got Sonoya with Bubba Pollard. God, I love Bubba. Bubba's freaking awesome.
He's a cool guy.
The racing at Swainsboro was out of this world. Let's see. I thought Screven in there. Screven's great, man.
Yeah.
Good people. Yeah. Ultimate. How you do this to me? I guess I'm gonna go. God dog it. Let's see. Swainsboro and Ultimate are the Friendship. Same. 4.5 to Sonoya. 2.5 Friendship. 2.5.
If you could get on a helicopter and it don't take you no time to get there.
Oh God, now you really okay? Sonoya, Bubba Pollard. There you go. Sonoya.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Okay. There you go. Sonoya. Not just saying it's the best racing track in the South.
No. Just
okay.
I'm just gonna say it's obviously.
What's your favorite track in the South?
Jason's favorite. My favorite one in the South. My favorite one closed.
Oh, Fable?
No.
Your favorite track closed.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wait a minute. We're talking dirt right here, right?
Yeah.
Your favorite track closed.
Yeah.
Wow. Hold on now, bro. Let's see.
You know this. If you don't guess it and I say it, you're gonna be like, duh.
Oh yeah, give me a minute. Let me think about this for a minute. Your favorite track is it South Carolina or North Carolina?
North Carolina.
Your favorite track in North Carolina closed. Dublin. There you go, right there.
The Rattlesnake.
That's it. I missed that place too, buddy.
That was a good one.
God,
That was some of the best racing around here. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna try to beat around the bush. The facilities were horrible. They were terrible. But the racing was amazing. If it was at 4:00 in the morning.
Oh, been there, done that. Got home at 6. Yo, been there, done that. Fayetteville, I don't know what the heck is going on there, man. But why did they shut down the big bathroom building? Why did they do that? The Porta Johns up top. Why?
That dude's interesting, we'll say at the least. Which I can't say nothing about it because, like, I've messaged them, and I will say every time I have gone to that track, I like to message them, and I'm not saying don't take this wrong. I mean, I guess I am somewhat media, and if I go to a track, then I'm gonna talk about it on the show. I mean, that's what we do. I'm gonna do some lives typically while I'm there, then we're gonna come back and talk to it on the show. So I will message them and let them know I'm coming. And some of them respond, some of them don't. Regardless, I don't care. That dude has been one. I'll message him, tell him I'm coming. He's like, I got passes waiting for you at the booth. Come on in. So, super nice. Super nice. Just super different.
Nice but different.
Interesting.
I am.
There's sniper on.
Nice but different. and interesting. I don't even know how to describe what. I don't know what that means.
He's an interesting character.
Okay, I take your word for it.
You ever met him?
No, okay. Never in my life. No, he could walk into me right now. I wouldn't know who the heck he is.
And you wouldn't know any different. He don't look like a track operator, promoter. By no means. No, not at all. Not at all.
Wow. I heard that plays on life support too, Dave.
I mean, I hear it sold. That's what I hear.
Oh, that's industrial park coming up. That's right.
That's what I hear. I hear it and the drag strip sold, both of them.
Yep. They're gonna build warehouses called the Dog Interstates right there with trucks and all that stuff.
$100 says it's an Amazon warehouse going right there on the track.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Yep.
Not at all. Old Doom City. Sniper said old Doom City.
Say it one more time.
I said Sniper said Doom City instead of Boom City.
What's up, Sniper? Yeah. Yeah, I support. Well, that's about all I got right now, Dave.
All right. Well, what you watching this weekend, man?
What am I watching this weekend? Oh, I guess Knoxville. Is Knoxville a crown jewel? Answer that.
For sprint cars.
That's what I'm talking about, right? How the hell? Some people call it a crown jewel late. How the hell is that a crown jewel late models? They won't be a quarter of the crowd is for sprint cars.
That's not. That is sprint car city there. That is not. You talking about South Carolina losing again? South Carolina ain't losing. He must be talking about baseball or something.
All day, every day, baby.
Yes,
That's how we
sir.
roll.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, Virginia Tech fired their coach, Sniper.
Did they fire the coach?
Huh?
They fired their coach?
Yeah, Virginia Tech and UCLA Saturday. I said both games. They lost. How do you lose the Old Dominion, bro?
I don't know.
How you lose the?
Which makes me feel even worse about beating them and not beating them well.
Well, it was first game of the season. I get it. I get it.
Well, what happened the third game of the season?
We lost our quarterback and wide receiver. That's what happened. Ask Clemson what happened. What's their excuse?
He talking about go Noles. Yeah, you're probably right on that one this year.
The criminals.
Criminals.
Clemson, I don't care what you do. Beat Clemson. Did they play this year?
Yeah. I tell you what's going to happen. This is at least going to happen. It's going to be a good game between South Carolina and Clemson.
Well, let me get my quarterback first, Dave. This we in November yet.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but let me tell you something. And you know this as well as I do. And I like Lenore Sellers a lot. My son went to school. We've talked about this. My son was in school with him. He was freshman. He was senior, whatever, or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, I like Lenore Sellers. I think he is I think he's a top-notch quarterback. I think I don't know after this weekend, and a lot of stuff would have to turn around, but I think he could have been in the Heisman talks. I think he was.
Was.
Yeah, but I think it's going downhill.
The stock is our stock is a team drop.
Yes,
Dave.
and that's what's going to make his drop. But let me tell you something. Real quick. Real quick. I promise you, and we all know this. He's good enough that their scouts, NFL scouts, are out there saying, "Hey, don't get hurt." That's all they're saying. Don't get hurt. And man, you know as well as I do when a multi-million-dollar payday's looking at you like that, and that man just tells you, don't get hurt, what you gonna do?
I will make myself ineligible for the bowl game.
Exactly. Exactly. And if I feel like, that was a hard hit, that didn't feel too good. Oh, you know what? Nah, not feeling the rest of this game.
I think if I got to take this kind of punishment, I'll wait till Sunday.
Exactly.
Well, tell me this: how is Notre Dame still ranked?
I don't know. I just know we dropped. What we do? Drop from like number 11 to out the top 25.
And Notre Dame's still ranked 0-2. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense, don't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna tell you, with the Rodney Dangerfield, we never get any respect. I'm gonna tell you.
That was the Alabama way a couple years ago. You know, it didn't matter what they were doing as long as Nick Saban was there. They were going to be in the top 10. They were going to be in the top 10.
Absolutely, they could be 1-3. We got Nick Saban. Oh, number 8.
Exactly. So I don't know. I am looking more forward to the playoffs, though. The college playoffs.
Playoffs?
Yeah.
You talking playoffs?
We're talking playoffs.
Playoffs.
But what stinks about it, South Carolina has got to go. I mean, we've already lost Vanderbilt. We would have to pull a miracle out to be able to win SEC East, to then go against whoever, for SEC championship, which is, I think, is going to be tough right now.
We got Bama, we got LSU coming up, we got Kentucky.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
It's not looking good. I'm not saying that. Okay, we got that kind of schedule. Clemson probably still going to win the ACC.
Please, they're going to win the ACC. Go get a dog with automatic bid. Get out of here with this, man. Tell you, have a good night, brother. I'll holler at you. I mean, come on, man.
You don't think they are?
Well, yeah. I mean, bro, if we win the ACC, we will be the championship every year. Come on, bro.
I know, and that's what I don't like about it.
You know what ACC stands for, don't you?
Do what?
You know what ACC stands for, don't you?
What's that?
Oh, cupcake, brother.
Now, I do think to have I'm not saying you would get the best teams in the playoffs necessarily against each other, but I think that's the most fair way. But I think these divisions or these conferences need to be realigned and realigned correctly.
I agree with that too, because how you going to have Clemson by themselves basically, and you got Florida State, Miami in the same conference? Right? How you do that?
How do you not have an SEC team in North Carolina?
That's another good one. Yeah, but I guess most of that's because of basketball.
I don't care. It's still, why is there not an SEC team in North Carolina? I mean, I know what. Yeah, exactly. But how they got? Who is it now that's in the ACC that's on the West Coast?
Is it Utah? Is it?
I can't remember. I'm
I
like,
think it's Utah.
I'm like, this is literally called the Atlantic Coast Conference, and we got somebody in out west.
We got to go back to a Power 5. We can't have 4. We got to have 5, at least 5, Dave. We got to have 5.
I don't care. I think we need to. If your name is the Southeastern Conference, we need teams that are in the Southeast. If your name is ACC, Atlantic Coast Conference, you need Atlantic Coast teams. Geography.
Bring back the WAC. Put Utah and Southern Cal and Houston. Put it back in the WAC. Bring back the WAC.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And I think now, especially with I mean, as much as I hate it, like I've said, I think now with the NIL and transfer portal, you're going to have good teams in each one of them eventually. I don't know. And then once you have a playoff with all those teams, all those winners of those conferences, you will have a true playoff.
I agree with that. First off, we got to start with the Power 5. You got to have one more in there.
Yeah.
Like you said, how the hell you got Utah and ACC? They're 3,000 miles away or whatever.
Yeah.
What sense does that make? Come on, bro.
None. Zero.
So this is football. All right, this is football. So you're going to tell me you're going to fly or take a bus let's just say let's say Clem sucks. He's got a Utah in a women's volleyball game.
Yes.
All the way in Utah.
Yes.
I mean,
yes. We got a swim meet this afternoon. Let's jump on the plane and
pack up. Let's go. Yeah, we got to go all the way to freaking Provo, Utah, whatever heck they're from. Yeah, we got to go to Utah for a high diving match.
chess.
Yeah. We got a chess tournament. Oh my God, yeah. That's how much sense that makes.
There's not
Okay,
much.
Dave. We didn't put our soapbox up.
Okay, we're done. All right. Well, go watch some racing this weekend. I'm gonna look off the back of a cruise ship. And
All right, have a good night, Dave. I don't hear no more.
think about maybe racing. I don't know.
You gonna race your hand around the margarita? Get out of here, bro.
I'll be sitting at Guy's Burger Joint or Guy's Pig and Anchor or something like that. And I'll think about racing back to the ice cream. I guess I don't know.
You gonna race your butt back to the boat when you get up like a Dominican Republic down there, taking in the sights and the souvenir shops. Get out of here, man.
I've seen it happen. It's hilarious. We call them pier runners. when they about missed the boat. It's hilarious.
Could you imagine that, bro? Oh my God.
I'm like, my thing is I've been on been on a lot of these islands. I've been on a lot of cruises. I don't understand how they can do it. I don't understand how you miss your time so bad.
Well, how much time do you get?
Each one of them depends, and they give you a schedule, and they tell you what time we're on if you're on boat time, because the boat time stays the same as wherever it left from. So say we're leaving like this one, we leave from Port Canaveral, so that's the same time we're on Eastern.
Okay, Eastern.
Yes.
Time. Okay, yeah.
Okay, when we go to, I think, San Juan, it is in the Atlantic time zone, I think, which is 1 hour ahead of us.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
I think 1 hour ahead. Yeah, it'll be 1 hour ahead. If it's 7 o'clock here, it's actually 8 o'clock there.
Okay.
I think that one is. I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, but they will tell you if they're on boat time or island time. Well, either or. But they tell you, regardless, be back an hour early. I don't understand how and a lot of times you'll have 5 or 6 hours.
Wow, that long? Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, what can't you get done? Why are you running to get back to this boat or missing the boat? Or I don't get it.
I didn't know you had that much. I didn't know you had that much time. I don't know.
It's a ton of time. So I don't know. But anyway, that's where I'm gonna be. So I'm not gonna know anything going on in the racing world for the next this weekend or next weekend. I'll get back on the 28th, that Sunday, down to Florida.
I might just be texting you just to text you.
You can do it. I'm getting the we did get the internet package to call home and check on the kids because they're not going with us on this one. So I don't know if it'll be on my phone the whole time. My phone. Normally, I'm gonna tell you what happens when I get on a cruise. Let me tell you.
Okay, lay it over.
When I get to the room, wherever we're going, if we checked on kids, all that stuff, I go to the little nightstand beside the bed. My phone goes in the drawer. And I shut the drawer. I don't look at my phone hardly at all for that week.
Wow.
I'm on it so much. I ain't gonna lie. No, I'm on it so much for the podcast stuff. I do all the social media stuff for our church, and just other things like for work, looking up stuff that I don't want to look at the thing for a week.
I love it.
It's great. But anyway, so yeah, I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Okay.
So let's go Gamecocks. Maybe I'll catch that game before we. What time we playing Saturday?
Don't know yet, bro. I really don't know. Matter of fact, I asked somebody today at work what the final score was, and I quit watching the recording.
That's smart. I turned on Bristol. We didn't talk about Bristol real quick. Let's talk about for a real quick second.
What did Butterbean do Friday night?
Butterbean had a top 20 finish, actually, in the Xfinity race.
Top 20?
Yeah, he did good. He did really good. So congratulations to him. Did you happen to catch any at Bristol?
Dave.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, you missed one of the best races all year. One of the best races all year, in my opinion. You want to know why? Because there was a quote-unquote tire debacle.
What do you mean tire debacle?
50 laps was as much as you could run on tire.
Oh, wow. Like a Hoosier now on a 100-lap race.
They were shredding them.
Wow.
They caught a couple cars on fire because there was so much rubber built up.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, and it was people could throw new tires on, get out there and pass the whole field if they wanted to. They were making up laps, and all of a sudden the tire would fall off. And if you didn't save that tire, and it was down to cords. I mean, they'd come off and literally the tire looked same color as this disc.
Man, I missed them, Daddy.
So,
who won?
Christopher Bell ended up taking the win.
Oh, that's right. They tried to kill him on Twitter, but yeah, okay.
Joe Gibbs Racing swept the first round of the playoffs. So,
really? Oh, Hamlin and now Bell, right?
It was they've already raced 3. It was Chase Briscoe, Hamlin, then Bell. So yep. Yeah.
Briscoe, Darlington Briscoe, right?
That's right. So it was actually a race worth watching.
So now they got a tire fall off at Bristol. Wow. Are we going to see that at any more tracks?
I don't know, but Goodyear did say that they figured it was a little much, actually. It was a little too much. It was a little too much because they said you could go. Denny Hamlin even said, they said if you just decided to go hard for 2 laps, he said your tires were shot. They were done. So, but Goodyear said, they said, okay, we figured out something. So we think we know the direction we need to go with them. So,
well, if Goodyear just figured it out, will Hoosier ever figure it out?
I don't know. Who knows? We'll see.
I had to throw that out there, right?
There you go. But anyway, that's all we're going to talk about. So I'll see you in a couple weeks, man. So have fun. And I appreciate it, man. Hopefully we'll have a good time. But anyway, everybody out there, thank y'all for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate you coming on. Appreciate our buddy Brandon Elvis coming on with us, hanging out, and all the champions that we were able to talk to from Florence Motor Speedway for coming on. Maybe we can catch the rest of them here soon, maybe. Appreciate all of them. Maybe we can have some more on from some other tracks coming up. So we'll never know. You never know. So, but appreciate you, man, and hope everyone has a wonderful week, wonderful weekend until we see you next time. God bless everybody. Have a good one.
Amen, brother.